hair.
Like this.
Poor thing. Ay.
Someday this works.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I think it's working. I think it's up. Are we live? Can you hear us? Are we there? It's not showing up on there, and I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Let's check this out.
I haven't gotten an alert. Oh wait, yes I did.
Okay, we live?
Did I
Are
get
we
an
live?
alert? Nope,
Are we
I
live?
didn't.
Let me look this up real quick.
Yep, we are.
Right,
We're
make-
live. It says it's live now. Here
Okay,
we
press
go.
it. Press the button. See if they can hear us. Okay, guys, this is our first time, second time, third time. And this is probably my 1,000th time, and I still think that I never get it right. But you are here at the Yavapai Pulse of it's all Yavapai. We're going all Yavapai.
We're going all Yavapai.
And with your host, Alicia Lee and
Hello.
San Martin. Let's go ahead and get this party started. If you can hear us, if you can't hear us, let us know right now in the comments because we got to get this party started. And it goes like this. Catching it live. All right, who's catching it live for the first time? We really want to go ahead and give you a hug. Eric. I mean, it happens. But guys, this is an amazing day with a lot of amazing things happening. And we want to go ahead and talk about all of it. As you probably learned in the description, we want to talk about all the events that are happening in Yavapai County. So if you guys have an event that you want to go ahead and share, we would love for you guys to go ahead and let us know by sending it to info@theprescotttimes.com. So how you doing since the last time we came?
It's good. Had Valentine's Day, nothing crazy with, you got kids, it's after a while, you're just like, still love you.
Valentine's Day is a very big thing.
It can be. I have never been a big Valentine's person, and I'm very lucky that, like I told my husband, like, you're romantic 364 days of the year. I don't need one extra day of it. And like I said, with kids, you don't really get a chance to do that anyway. So it's kind of it's a great day. And I love it more for my kids, I would say. As I've gotten older, I like giving them, especially with two little boys, like they're my Valentines, and making them give that, making that kind of special. But yeah, I don't need all the flowers and
the hoorah.
I don't need all that. I don't need all that.
You don't need the fluff?
I don't. I don't need the fluff. I'm easy.
All right. Well, I ended up going all out for random people just because I don't have a Valentine. So I was like, you know what I should do? So a bunch of businesses from the local community hooked me up with a whole bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Like a whole bunch of stuff. And then I was able to go ahead and distribute to 2 lucky people. And the first person that I handed it to, she goes, I never gotten. This morning I woke up and I was like, bah, Valentine's.
Right.
and obviously, most singles were always like, bah, Valentine's. And she was very like, you know what, I'm gonna have to take it back. so she took it back, and then she also blessed her daughter.
Oh, nice.
With some of the presents that she ended up getting.
Oh,
so I thought that was actually really cool.
Nice. That is.
And I thought that was pretty amazing. But shout out to everybody that came out and helped out, blessing this community. And they got massage therapy, facials.
Oh, that's
We're trying to get some nails done, but we didn't get that done. But they ended up getting flowers from Ellen's Flowers. I would name all the estheticians, but they have some crazy names. Skins by Lynn's.
Oh yeah, they've all
yes.
And
I forget the other one, but there's some something by Sabri, something facial extension. Anyway, they got some really creative names, so it's really hard to mention the names. And then there was what else was there? There was some sea moss. Have you ever had sea moss?
I haven't. However, I have done research on it, and supposedly it's supposed to be so amazing for skin, gut health, brain health, all of that good stuff. But I haven't. No, I have not personally used it.
I need a lot of help when it comes down to brain health. I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody focus me in. So, and just to let you guys know, FYI, this is all about Yavapai County. We're covering businesses. We're covering entertainment. We're covering events. We're covering things to do. So if you guys want to see something or just want us to go around and just check some stuff out, we plan on doing a little bit of traveling. So Tuesdays, we'll probably be in-house here at the Prescott Executive Studio doing our thing. And then on Thursday, we might end up out there in the streets checking out some stuff. So if you guys have some things that you guys want to go ahead and have us check out, or if you guys want us to interview somebody, let us know. We would love to go ahead and have
we want to see people in their natural elements.
Yes.
Out in the wild.
And then this is where you want to go ahead and send all that information, info@theprescotttimes.com. And look at, we were just talking about you again, Kimberly.
See you for lunch tomorrow.
I know, right? Where are you guys going to go?
I don't know yet. I haven't.
Bear and Dragon.
I haven't been there yet.
I'm going there today. That's the only reason why I'm saying about Bear and Dragon. Let's go.
I've heard everybody I've talked to that's gone has just absolutely raved about it.
You know what I think about it is that obviously it's new, and I think that they have a different pizzazz than what other restaurants are doing. So you have your traditional, you have your the local breakfast, the dinner bell breakfast. You have Be Simple breakfast. Like they have it's just like they all have their little different things.
They have their little niche
but Dinner Bell is always the traditional one. Okay. And so Bear and Dragon has their little off the beaten path. And I think they're like, it's kind of like an English breakfast.
Okay.
So you could go in there and order an American English or an English.
Right.
Which is kind of weird conversation. What they end up doing, okay, so it also comes with beans.
Salt and pepper. I agree.
Ooh, I love that. Haven't been there in a while.
It is so good. It is so good.
She confirmed we could go there, Alicia.
Okay, perfect. No, Salt and Pepper, that was kind of the first place that we kind of ventured out. I'm like, I just want to start trying something new. And that was one of the first places that we tried. And so good.
Yeah, and then they got a different whole scene too.
Yes, absolutely.
And the cook is also the cook for the evening.
Yes.
Which is crazy because I'm like, bro, don't you take
I was just gonna say, it's like upscale diner. Best way to describe it. It's so delicious.
The only thing that is not cool there is the parking.
Parking is definitely, I agree. Parking's a bit of but food's worth it.
Oh, look at this. It looks like she's already been there. The best avocado toast called the forager at the Bear and Dragon.
Well, there we go.
Look at it. We got some people that have been there before.
They got names.
Yeah.
They know the menu.
And it's really themed. So that's what I like about, some of these places that when they come up, they're like themed.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it.
Absolutely.
And so everybody has their own little flavor. But today, for me, is Bear and Dragon.
Okay.
And I've been going there, because it's right down the street from my house.
Right.
And I was like, oh, perfect location.
Yeah, easy.
I'm going there. I went there the other night for the dinner time. I didn't eat dinner. I just went in there just to have a drink, to say hello and stuff. And they got some crazy drinks in there as well. So they're mixing some stuff up.
I mean,
where it's just like, whatever. What do you got
going on
here? And so they has, a lot of awesome things. That's for sure. That's what it's all about.
Very cool.
So once again, guys, if you do not know, we are covering some of the good things that are happening in our area. And we want to go down to, I really would love to do Cottonwood and Camp Verde for their breakfast.
I've heard Cottonwood has some of the best little restaurants. I have not been yet, but I've heard that some of the best food and just little restaurants throughout Cottonwood, it's like the sleeper. Like nobody realizes how good some of the restaurants are out there.
Oh.
So I would say maybe we need to eat our way through Cottonwood. Make that part of one of our...
Let's go.
I mean, don't threaten me with a good time, but
I'll be like, hey, whatever you say, I'm down. I'm like, if we gotta eat.
No, I've heard from multiple people that you're thoroughly impressed and very surprised by how good the food.
Has anybody eaten something good in Camp Verde, Cottonwood? Let us know.
Let us know.
We'd like to know.
Give us a spot to start
right now.
Yep.
Okay, so we want to go ahead and compile a bunch of things that we have. I gave the task to Alicia to what can we go ahead and look forward to in these coming months. So it's all about events. It's all about what's happening, what's coming up. And as you guys are probably seeing on the backdrop right here, is that we have the world's oldest rodeo, and the tickets are going to be going live on March 4th. And we know how that goes. So it always sells out, and it will sell out again.
I missed out last year.
And I tell you what, we're going to have tickets to give away too. Woo! So mind you that you guys will always have a chance here, but you guys got to keep on liking, sharing, following, and being a part of our morning show, because this is what it's all about. We want to go ahead and get the word out to you guys. And with that being said, drop all of your information to the info@theprescotttimes.com in order for you to go ahead and have an opportunity to be over here doing what you do.
Exactly.
So let's go ahead and talk about it, Alicia.
So for this weekend, it's a little bit of a quieter weekend, I think, in some of the areas. I mean, at least of the research that I was doing, which, you know, it's hard to get it all compiled. But as a mom, I think that a lot of the times we find it's hard to find things for kids to do. A lot, and stuff that you want to be outside sometimes. And this is supposed to be a beautiful weekend in the low 60s. So for those of us parents who had snow days 3 days in a row last week with the snow, and, you know, and then another long weekend for a holiday, we're looking for our kids to get out and get some energy out and in some sunshine, and also maybe burn off all of the cooties of the sicknesses that are also going around for schools. So I would say, for me personally, I would say if you have the opportunity and have not done it yet, you always got to go to Mortimer's. I feel like it is fun. It is easy. It is beautiful out there. The kids can just run and you can just sit and then watch them enjoy and also participate with them and just, experience so much stuff, get to feed some of the animals and then go through that market and deli and get some amazing farm to table food that they offer there. Have you ever had their sandwiches from there?
I've had a lot of things from there, but I did. Okay, so did you go to the food truck little circle?
I have been to that. So, but I mean inside the market where they make some of the sandwiches for you.
No, they're okay. So when they say farm fresh, like literally got the farm
they're
fresh.
Straight right there. You're watching.
So there's these food trucks. There's like they're boxes, houses, or whatever. Yeah. But there was one in there that had like a couple sandwiches that I really, really love. Yeah. So I forgot what the name was though, but it was good.
Yeah. So definitely go in, grab a couple of sandwiches from the deli in there and just make a day of it. And, like I said, it's going to be beautiful weather, low 60s. It's like, that's perfect. The kids can run around, not get too sweaty and crazy. Which is always a plus.
Not yet.
As well.
Not yet. It's coming quick.
Exactly. And if maybe being outside isn't exactly what you want to do, there is at the Chino Valley Library this weekend. We have the Pet Partners Read With Me. You can read to a therapy dog. You get to grab your book. You get to sit with a therapy dog, kids can, and read to the dog. Okay. And I've done this with my kids, and I will tell you, it is not only is it adorable, first of all, to watch, but to see them, they just become so calm and so quiet. Those therapy dogs, it absolutely just soothes their little souls, and they get to read to them, and it's a really fun. It's just a really fun because a lot of times some of the older kids, they just kind of naturally have some of the littler kids that don't read yet, but want to sit by the dog, and they get read to, and they love it.
I'm like, I'm going to read to Squire.
There you go.
Squire. I'm going to read you something, Squire.
So I would highly look into that at the Chino Valley Library. If you have very creative kids and they are 8 years old and older, you got to go to Board and Brush in downtown Prescott. They are doing their mini signs this weekend.
Oh, I heard Board and Brush was cool.
It is cool. It's very cool. Starting at 1 p.m. So if you have 8 and over, go on down there. Obviously, you want to call ahead and make sure of space, but definitely want to go.
Yeah, you can throw parties there.
You can throw parties.
I heard this. You could go ahead and get wine from Back Alley Wine Bar and bring it on over.
And that's the way to do it. You are supporting so much local by doing that.
I did that one time. I was sitting there. I was like, sounds like some girls are having some fun in there.
Oh, it's
so
fun.
I went in there and I said hello. Everybody's like, oh, San Martin. It was kind of weird, but they knew me. And I was like, oh, crap. You know what? I'll be right back, guys. I want to get you guys a gift. Went over to the Back Alley Wine Bar, came back with 2 bottles, and I'm like, who wants to drink?
It is a lot of fun, though. You can do parties, you can do all that kind of stuff. But if you do have kids that are a little bit more creative, or you have because I see a lot of the times I see people that come up like on our Facebook page and ask, have grandkids coming in this weekend. What can I do with them or whatever? That is a great thing to do with the grandkids. Be creative. And let them, you don't have to be outside if you don't want to. You don't be having to run around. You could be inside enjoying yourself. And it's so much fun for the kids. And it's so well organized that it just makes it that much more fun because you can actually enjoy it where you're not at home trying to keep your kids from getting paint all over your floors and your countertops. So I highly suggest that if you can. And then last thing I would say is if your kid is into any kind of, space any of that kind of fun stuff, engineering, at the planetarium, at the Jim and Linda Lee Planetarium at Emory Riddle. They are doing, this is the last weekend of it, but the Dream Big, Engineering Our World. So you could go there and you get,
is it a theme of the engineering world?
it is. It's basically like you go there and they have everything that's set up is having to do with engineering and how it all, how it all plays in the world and how much you don't realize engineering is prevalent and used in our day-to-day world. So it's very cool. And that's on that's Friday and Saturday of this week.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
So if you got kids that are, they like that kind of stuff, why not?
We've been offered to go to the planetarium, but we weren't able to go last week or the week before because of the snow.
Yes.
And so we have to reschedule for that one. But it's like a really cool opportunity to literally go check out some stuff here in Prescott, Arizona.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So a couple of things that the task has actually covered is trying to go ahead and acknowledge what times these things are going to be happening. Because sometimes this is like, dude, did we know the time? And some people are like, I didn't even know that existed.
Right.
So this is like, the reason why you guys need to watch Yavapai Pulse covering Yavapai County. And this is what it's all about, is getting the information out to you guys. But if you guys want to know more and you guys want to go ahead and see what's going on, once again, info@theprescott.times.com. Send it to us. Let us know how we can go ahead and get this information out to the community. I was actually talking to a few more people just recently, and it's all about fundraising. A lot of fundraisers going on. Yeah. So Prescott Area Service Shelter or Shelter Services PASS is throwing a tea party, and you're invited.
Oh,
yep. If you guys want to go, it'll be and you got to bring your husband. So because I got a full table of 8. Okay. So I think the dress attire is cocktail attire.
Nice.
And we're gonna be doing it at the center. I know.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to dress up. So the center is hosting this amazing event where the goal is to raise $50,000 for Prescott Area Shelter Services. And what they do is they take care of the women and children that are displaced for a certain amount of time. And what I really love about this agency is that they get you on your feet and then say, hey, get on your feet and let's go ahead and move you out. Get into the real world, get back up on your, that's what it's all about. So I really, really love supporting them. And I would love for you guys to support them as well. We'll get all those information, but make sure you please follow the PrescottTimes.com. And if you guys don't know where that's at, it's literally the PrescottTimes.com. And you can download the app too. And then we'll go ahead and send out information to you guys when it's in need for sure. Perfect. So that's one little thing that's coming up, but we also have the Wranglers first football game happening in March, and the tickets right now are 20% off. So I would suggest that you guys get the season tickets. There's only 8 games, and the thing is that if we support local events, the local events will keep coming back. If we don't support them, then guess what? We lose them. That's exactly
we don't want to do that.
We lose them. So as you guys have probably seen in the video behind us, is that this is what we do. We love supporting local businesses. So make sure you guys help support those businesses. Absolutely. Oh, look at this one. This one's for all the new websites that are going to be coming up. Yep. Sorry, that was a square moment. All right, who's watching? I want to know who's watching. Say hello. Say good morning. Don't be a creeper. Let me know who's out there being a sleeper.
Oh, and I was going to mention, being that we had Valentine's Day last week, I'm sure there's probably a handful at least of some new engaged young ladies, brides to be. So just so you know, this is the perfect time to start doing some research. And Sunday, March 3rd, we have the Prescott Bridal Expo. Ooh. And it's one of the longest running in Northern Arizona. And it's at Sam Hill Event Center or Sam Hill Warehouse. And every vendor you could ever think of will be there fighting for your business. But it's fun. You get, there's raffles like every hour. You go in and you get a full directory of where everybody's at. And if they're doing it the same as they did it last year, you just have to get a signature from each vendor that you go through to see all of them. And then you can enter into like the big grand prize raffle.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, it's totally worth it. And so you will be able to meet photographers, videographers, catering, cakes, florists, you name it. And they'll have setups that are beautiful. And we can really see the work of the vendors. So if you're a new bride to be, I highly suggest looking into that March 3rd at the Sam Hill warehouse.
Ooh, I mean, there's like so many cool things. Look at this.
Yep.
Who is this? Good morning from Idlewild,
Idlewild.
California. No creepers
Hey!
here.
From Fontana originally, so I know where you're at,
Cackleberry
girl.
Cottage. All right, we have taken the name back from you, but everybody else, still creeper. I think a whole bunch of people fell off. They're like, what ended up going on here? They're like, don't call us a creeper. We're out. That is so funny. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put on the screen because I have figured it out. What kind of figured it out? Sometimes I don't, but whatever. So, okay, so it's really hard to see, but and more than ever, we have calendars everywhere.
Yes.
Like literally calendars everywhere. We want our calendar to be the number one, but this is one of the ones that I have found to be kind of really cool because you can go ahead and find some and then they actually tell you what's going on. I mean, it doesn't really like hone in on locations, but it does get some stuff around. So Moonshot Rural Arizona Pitch Competition 2024. This has been a thing that I've been a part of. And what it does is like if you are a new business and you want to go ahead and you ever watch Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Love
is
it.
kind of like Shark Tank, but it brings education not only to you looking into your business and making sure that your business is compatible to the location.
Right, absolutely. It's going to make sense,
background.
yes.
And it's kind of like an educational thing. So if you guys want to be a part of that, please do. I don't know if you can still register your business into it, but you could probably sure try. If it's not this year, try it next year. That's one of the things that you want to do. And then Lunch and Learns are coming up with the Prescott Area Association of Realtor. I don't know if you are you a realtor?
No, I'm not.
Well,
one thing I've not done.
Prescott Area Realtor PAR is something that you need to be a part of if you guys are an actual realtor. Seed starting class. I don't know about you, but seed starting class is an actual. If you are a gardener, this is one of the things that you need to acknowledge.
Yeah.
And do you know the rules around Prescott? I'm pretty sure it's everywhere in the world, but you do not plant before Mother's Day.
That's honest. That's what I've always been.
Okay,
so I've always been told that as well.
This is a universal
This is
scenario,
a universal truth. Yeah.
But you can plant and put them into your house as seedlings and then get them started inside of one of those little warm areas inside your house or whatever. So that is going down. And then once again, you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and check out some of the stuff that's happening on the PrescottTimes.com and also the calendar. This one was actually on Facebook. So there's places everywhere, but I want to hone in on one location. I think the PrescottTimes.com is the one, and it's / let's go. Sorry, it goes in the banners. It goes right here. Let's check out the PrescottTimes.com / calendar. That's what it's all about.
Perfect.
Okay, what else do you got?
So for me right now, I would say getting the kids, like for me, get outside. I don't care if it's just kids. If it's just you, get outside and enjoy this weather. Because I remember last year, it was the first week of March where we had our biggest snowstorm of the year last year. So you never know when it's just going to change on us. I know we have some rain possibly tomorrow. But then the rest of the week is beautiful. Get your trail hikes. Let's put together a trail hike, where everybody likes to go, depending on what your kind of, your level, your skill level is. Like for me, the Flume Trailhead, one of my favorites. I don't know if you like to hike. Do you hike?
I've hiked so much in Prescott, Arizona. Every time somebody says the name of it,
you're like, I don't know,
what are you talking about?
But something.
I'll be like, I just drive there and I get out and we're like the Flume Trail.
Yeah.
And yes, I've been
Constellation, Flume Trailhead. That's a good one.
Honeybees.
Yes.
Adventures. She has taking kids out on hikes and stuff like that,
and does camps and
they've
everything.
been through all of these little areas in general. So once again, it's all about the kids, but the family, mom and dads could go with them.
Yes, absolutely. Another thing is, if you haven't been yet, the Prescott Farmers Market.
Ooh.
We've got to, this is now, it's that time of the year. Everybody's trying to, get out, and this is the way to do it. And I mean, to support truly, really, really local Prescott Farmers Market. Let's definitely start getting ourselves out.
Pull them up real quick.
Yeah.
And it looks like
Saturdays.
Yeah, 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. is what they're going through right now. That's where they're at.
Yep.
So
totally worth it.
Cool.
Yeah,
but they
totally
have a
worth
lot of cool things.
Yeah.
And if anybody doesn't know, Biga basically shops there for their
menus and stuff.
Produce, and I think some meat that they get from there. I don't know about the meat part, but they do have a great selection of stuff, and then they actually have food that is being cooked there from some of the amazing food trucks there. So if you guys want to be a part of that, it's starting to get warm. And as you said, this weekend's supposed to be really, really nice.
Yeah, it's supposed to be beautiful. And for those of us who just want sun on our bones, this is the way to do it.
Yes, and here's a great question right here. What's happening on Memorial Day weekend? First of all, when is Memorial Day weekend?
That would be May, like third weekend of May.
Third weekend. I
want to say like the 24th, maybe 25th.
Let's Google this.
Let's Google it. But I'm pretty sure it's like the 24th or maybe 26th.
May 27th.
Oh, close.
Monday, May 27th.
Close.
Wow, you are way ahead of time.
And I like that, though. I like that.
I really believe that there's a lot of things going on. Well, the best part about what we have going on for the Prescott Times, we are also doing Moonlight Movie Nights. It starts on the first Friday in May and goes to the last Friday in June, right before the 4th of July. So if you're in town, we have free kid event and parents, but unfortunately, pets have to stay home. Not my rule. It's a city of Prescott's rule for this specific piece of property. Can't bring the pets, but sometimes I think that the pets will probably get overwhelmed because of how many children are. And,
absolutely.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I know that there's a lot of tempered. They call it tempered when they're like they could go ahead and handle a lot. That's I know there's a lot of tempered pets out there, but it's not for my discretion. It's not my property, so I can't really say yay or nay. But anyways, that's going to be happening on the first weekend of May. May. First weekend of May, last weekend in June. So every Friday, Moonlight Movie Nights are going to be hitting off. I actually have a meeting with Parks and Rec Parks and Rec. I think she's management. I don't know what her role is, but anyways, we're meeting with Sam today to go ahead and start fulfilling what we need to do for the beginning of May.
Perfect.
So that's going to be starting in May.
Now, will you use volunteers for those kinds of things?
Yes.
So there will be opportunities for people that maybe want to volunteer, get out in the community. Perfect.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of opportunity. There's no doubt about it. And if you guys want to be a part of that, just let me know. I mean, we could also use some sponsors and also kids vendors. There's going to be shout out to Hero Party Rentals. They're going to be bringing, I think, 4 jump houses for all the kids, and those things get crazy.
Yes, they do.
And then we also have 2 face painters, maybe 1 face painter at this point in time. Well, last year we had a popcorn vendor. I think we need a popcorn vendor for this year because the last one, I don't know where they went. They just like poof, just disappeared. We had a food truck vendor there, and then everybody brings their own like games, so they can go ahead and bring cornhole. They could bring a frisbee.
Oh, that's fun.
And if you go, away from the crowd, you can also bring the band.
Where do you guys hold this
at Kinley Field.
Where's that at?
Gurley Street. If you drive on Gurley Street, maybe a lot of people are now acknowledging Chicken Waffle. Right across the street, there's a big old field there. That's where we hosted at. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's on a 40-foot by 40-foot screen.
Well, that's huge.
Huge. Yeah, like, it's friggin' huge. This is the only part of this event that I really like. Why am I doing this to myself? And it's because it takes a lot of effort.
A lot of work.
And if the wind is not working with you, it just ain't working.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's going to be showing up. So shout out to the memorial question.
There you go.
I really believe in that.
There we go.
So guys, there is so much that is going on in our community. And the only way that you guys can keep on following is if you go to theprescotttimes.com or send it to us so we can get it.
Let us know some stuff.
What else you got? What else you got? We are almost down to the nitty gritty of 28 minutes. I think 30 minutes go by so fast.
It does. And I think it's like the perfect amount of time too. You don't want to go crazy and everybody's like, okay, well that's my 30 minutes on the treadmill. Okay, it's time to go.
I'm like, I do not want to die today.
No, not today.
Okay,
not today.
We'll pretend that this is a treadmill, and I think I've already been over.
You hit your incline.
I hit my incline.
I would say, here's what I would say. Do start looking. There's different avenues that you can look at for things to go do with whether it be as a family with your kids. Look through your public library. You'd be amazed at what kind of things they offer, not just for kids, but tweens, for parents, classes that are starting to become available. Look, the city themselves offer a lot of classes. Maybe you want to learn, like we were talking about seed starting. Maybe you want to learn about seed starting. Maybe you want to learn about how, how to like knit or crochet or some random things. You'd be surprised at how many of these kinds of classes are available through your city, through Yavapai College, in their extension programs and things of that nature. So definitely check different avenues. It's not always just going to be straight through like downtown. It's not always going to be straight onto like the city, or one place. Look through what is being offered through those kinds of, those kind of government entities and other places like that maybe you would have never known about.
Well, that's how you get around.
And right,
I mean, and believe
especially
it or not,
if you're new to the area.
She's very new to the area, so she's like, "What do I do?"
It's the only way I knew how to find places. I'm not just going to sit back and be like, "Oh, I hope something randomly pops up on my my Instagram."
The ticket ferry comes.
Yes,
around,
comes
like,
up. Oh, by the way,
yeah,
no. You got to. Sometimes you just kind of got to sit down and start making a thing, and and you're going to meet new people through there, and you're going to find new opportunities of other things. You're going to meet one person here, and they're going to tell you about, oh, have you ever gone to this? Well, no, but now I know, and there we go.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
And this is what the whole reason of you guys liking, sharing, and commenting
Yes.
and sharing this out to the community, because we want you guys to know and we want everybody else to know. So with that, I'm out. I got things to do. You all got things to do. So peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Oh, boy.